says I'm live. Oh, enter someplace. Trying to find the button. Getting messages. It's like, where? What message? There. Hi, Diane. You're back. Terry got a hold of me. Laura got a hold of me. It's like I was trying to get YouTube to let me just go back on, but it didn't. Okay. Now, Cheryl, I got a question for you. Did you gift them all year long to the people, or did you save them for the holiday? Or do you just gift a gift? Hi, Sharon J. And welcome back, everybody that did come back. Okay. I'm not sure where this one goes. I'll present the last one. Okay. Terry and Laura find back over too. I sent them both a message. It's like I just come back on Gladys to do the last step. YouTube, I got kicked out due to wind. So now I know. It's like, so this is the bottom. This is the back that I have so far. This is the middle. Are these 5 blocks? So now I have a big field of blue up here to do. But here's the main part of the quilt. Let's see if I can get the bird flying the right way or the wrong way. This is the front of the quilt. And I know I can't get it all up on the wall at once. Because there's all these blocks from friends. So there's the first 3. And then we'll climb up the totem pole. There's 2 more. And then the panel that I was gifted. We just keep going and going. Grab the middle. And then there's the bottom. And then the last 5 that didn't fit on the front are all on the back. I'll go grab my last piece of material. Here's the last piece, and that backing will be done. You gift them as they're done, whether birthday or Christmas. My kids don't do holidays with me in person, but I still make the quilts. Yes. Okay, Laura's back. It's like Austin's friend. She goes, I like that quilt. Well, all she's seeing is one little piece of it and the eagle's tail feathers. But she says, I love that quilt. It's like, I do too. It's made by my friends. So it's not going nowhere. Terry's back. There's those hands. It's like, gotta remember which way is up, down. sideways. Hit my mouse so it puts another one of me up there. You're going to be 816 months old tomorrow? I'm 834 months. and what? 4 days. 5 days. And 5 days. Every time I say that to my kids or anybody, they just laugh still. Well, it works, right? Hi, Kim. I'm a new great aunt as of 7 a.m. 9-pound baby girl. That's a good sized little baby girl. I remember back in that day. Didn't feel any different than having the 7.5 or 8.5. Oh, it did. I had 2 other kids at that time. But congratulations. She'll be the recipient of more quilts to come as she grows. As Auntie Laura, great aunt, right? Yeah. To the next. Now I got one more tail. So when I was watching Wizard of Oz the other day, I thought of everybody in the Kansas area. Has Alani seen the picture blanket? It's fleece, yes. So you call it a blanket, not a quilt. Yes, it is a fleece blanket or coverlet. They call it a fleece throw. When I looked them up, and they're not a bad price to get a memory. I call them also a memory. Oh, but yes, happy birthday, Cheryl. I forgot about that part. Trying to get these little things done here. Yeah, but that's considered just a fleece throw. I can snuggle with my great grandkids if I want. And then I have the woven tapestry one of my grandkids. I'm going to have to get a quilt ladder so to start hanging my quilts. So one more piece wherever I sat it on my lap. Alani seen the picture of it. That's it. I was going to take it out with me. And then I said, nah, I'll wait. There's always another day. Now to make your quilt, you need to make you a quilt. Okay, Laura. At least I know I'm not on the big screen. Or am I on the big screen and she's just not going to be able to text? Checking to make sure I didn't do anything wrong here. Being as I dissected the other pieces, this piece should fit just fine. It should, it should, it should. No, it's off a little, so I will just move it down a little. I am squirreling all over the place today. Yeah, it's like I'll just trim up these and get them to line up better. Or pin it with pins. So when you're off, you should split it 50-50, right? It's like, I'm piecing the backing for the last quilt today of 2024. Hopefully get quilted and finished by New Year's. Then it's time for you. Yes, it definitely needs to be time for yours. I have one for that bed as of right now. My bed, I have two that are big enough, what I like. And I have several for twin size beds. Foggy and cold here today. My son-in-law is on his way to Washington State with a, with a friend, a load, and we'll pick up. Yeah, it's like, well, he's gonna some winds and no snow. There's snow on the pass, though. There is snow on the pass. Okay, a little bit more. Yeah. See, that's just it. I have the first one I'm starting next year. Darlene's just calling it the Sandra block. It's like that's for my big bed. So I'm not going to do a hand measure again. I'm just going to sew. What happens, happens. I cut strips the other day and started sewing strip sets to make the checkered Dresden quilt top. Never checkered Dresden quilt shop. Quilt top. Guess I'll have to look that one up too. Uh, you're cutting out a bag for New Year's Eve, so long, but I am quilting. But I'm eating. But I really just want to sleep. Well, you got to do it when you can, Terry. I'm so tired of seeing 2 a.m., but it happens. And I think it's, do I have next week off and that's it? And then I have to get back on that schedule of looking for my calendar on my phone. Yeah, I have the rest of this week off, next week off, and then I got to start getting back up at 6:14 in the morning. I'm not a 6:14 gal, but I will do it. There's times I wish my granddaughter would just get a swing shift. Oh, get ready for my live. Yeah, right. I'm on there. One choice is to make the prairie flower pattern out of Christmas fabric, but then I want to make the block smaller. Okay. That way, yeah. See, that's just my Swoon 16 because they're the bigger pieces and bigger blocks. It doesn't thrill me as much. That's a gift. It's something. I've been waking up every day still at 6:15, but I wish I could sleep. But yeah, the Swoon one, I love the whole process, but it's just, they're big. These are 16-inch blocks, but I haven't got the interest to finish it. These are big. I will finish it. I'm not a quitter. Here's the border for the backing. The backing's done, but this border. So I gotta get that done. But there's just, you know, something has to motivate me, I guess, to do it. I'm Melinda. Because you're more Ma Linda than my Melinda. My father-in-law always wrote Melinda's name with M-A. And she'd always say, me, Linda. Me. And I told her, I said, it sounds like you're saying, like, you Tarzan, me Jane. I remember that when Jane was trying to teach Tarzan how to talk. You Tarzan, me Jane. This quilt isn't that big. Right now it is. It's 108 inches long. But, yeah, it's just under 108 now. Most of them spell it me, Linda. And my father-in-law was the Ma Linda. It was on a, he made a little cedar box for their toys. Oh, you can't call it cedar. It's just out of pine. But he wood burned Ma Linda. And she hated it. And he wouldn't make a new sign either. So every time he'd say Ma Linda, she'd say me Linda. Hi Gisela, did you wake up again? My phone just reminded me that Sandra's coming on live soon. I got the same notification, Terry. Our phones have ESP. It's like getting across this 90 inches. This piece is 90 by what was 90 by 108. And I have to square up the sides to be the 90. So I got, yeah, no sleep yet. Oh, it is still a little early. It's only 9 hours difference compared to my bedtime. You have several. You're back. Nah, I'm going on the big screen. I don't know how many I'm on the big screen, but you love being here. Yeah. It's like, I guess to kill time so I don't start that new quilt. The tab, youtube.com. The tab is up there. It's like, I know that. Are we supposed to close the tab? But yeah, this quilt's 81 by 81 by 99 or something like that is what mine ended up to be. And then all the block swap blocks are in a top or back. They are all ready for quilting. I don't know all these little measurements here. Trying to make sure all my seams lay the right way. That way Miss Fussy Butt here doesn't have to re-sew them because they was in the wrong position. When I'm pressing my tops now, I make sure I go from the back side and make sure all the seams are going the right direction. I seen a temporary t-shirt transfer thing today on Facebook I want to try. Oh, dang bobbin thread. Don't do that to me now. The top string comes out, how we start the bobbin. And that top thread comes up, catches. Where'd I put? It's like, it's under here somewhere. Gotta take Jack the Ripper down here, cut some thread, so I can get the bobbin case out of here. Because it goes down and it catches the last of the string. And then I end up with a mess under the needle. Oh, can't put another one up there. Oops. But I didn't used to have all that trouble with the thread popping back up catching. I don't know why it's doing it now. I wish I knew. Cleaned the whole thing out, but it just has something to do with the threading. When I do these tops like this, I back tack each end where there could be stress. Wherever there's stress on a quilt, back tack. I've put on binding for quilts that I have to go back and tack all along where the binding goes on because it's come unsewed. That's why I do not. I put at least a 2-inch border on my quilts now. That was not fun trying to keep up with all those open ends and putting binding on. I was hand sewing their seams back together. Hey, Northern Willow. I have not caught any lives for a while during this busy month. Good to see you. The picture quilt is very clear with the pictures. Hi, everyone in chat and silent watchers. That's a good way to put it. That's my Christmas gift from Austin. I made sure to share the picture with the whole family. We have one texting open site that has all our family members on it that have cell phones. So it goes from Alaska to wherever. So everybody gets to see on that one. And then, sign of Melinda getting old. She couldn't remember the tapestry one. And they ordered it. Well, that was 16 years ago that I've had it. I don't put it out when there's dogs or cats or anything here. I should just hang it on the wall, but I don't believe in putting that up on the wall either. If I want to cuddle with them, I cuddle with them. But I tacked them up there. It took a lot of pins because it's fleece and it's so silky. That fleece is so soft. Hi, Lana. Hi, Loretta. Did Susan come in? Like, sorry if I missed somebody while I'm sewing. Okay. Okay. The first S word come up. What the heck happened on Gladys's? Did they leave at noon? Okay. But it's like this last piece. This is one quilt I can actually say. Okay, they're gone. Because soap opera's still on. And she's got to figure out what's wrong with her YouTube setup. But thank you, Lori, for going over. While I got kicked out of mine. I got kicked out probably due to the high winds. So now I have a near 108. So one and a half short of being 108. So I have over 106 piece. The fun part is it's going to have to go out on my bigger countertop to square that one up. Right about there should be middle. Try to figure out how to pick it up. Now I am doing my grocery list. Yeah, I don't get that pleasure. I need a longer wingspan here. I know you're not square or anything. And then I'm far from the mid. Oh, I was at the middle of the quilt. I went over there too, Kathy. I even got kicked off. I even got kicked off. Oh. This is a big piece to fold. I gotta square it up. Phew. So there's the back. And here's the top. Okay, there's the middle. It's amazing. It's like, now this will go in the finished with backing pile that's all in the same spot. So as soon as I trim up that backing, that goes in the out box. It will be going out. Not until 2 come in. Like, there's that. I have a mess on the floor from picking up all that stuff. Most likely, lots of folks home today using the internet, causing the buffering and such. Well, my internet got kicked off for some reason. But it's like, take this back down here. And I got more scraps. And these should be measuring the same. And they're not. That's where I'm off. But I'll find the middles. Thank you. It's like, see, there's my notes so I would know remember what I had to remind myself to do. Rearrange my desktop a little. Okay, I can write completed on this side. This was red, white, and blue. Back. Done. 12/26. That way I can use the other side of the paper now to write my next note. I know the one note is to get the Swoon together. Order the stuff for the Swoon. Okay, night Gisela. Hi Dorlyn. Is all your family still there? Or did they just come for the day? I was like looking for that project that I had here. But I'm not seeing it. I found all the unfinished ones. Oops. Because I'm throwing fabric and stuff out. Because the Ziploc bag doesn't fit over that. Yeah. But if you don't write what you wrote the notes for, it's like confusing. But it's like, I need to make a couple more, what I call the buckets for my newest grandchildren. Oh, the Florida group's going to be there for a while. I finished 17 quilts this year. That's not counting. I don't count table runners and that stuff. Wall hangings. Project bags. And one's done over at the Long Armor. She got it done before Christmas. And then I started on my next year list. My next year list is terrible. But it says, work on pressed flowers. Let's see what the pressed flowers. Hi, June. Again, I think. And how did your Christmas go, June? Grabbing down my pressed flower. The tote where my pressed flowers are. Plus a few other things. I got a new subscriber. But yeah, I have, here's the pressed flower patterns, fabrics, and more fabrics. I'll put this down. You was well entertained? Yeah. I like your little elastic bands that you purchased. I do like those, Terry. Pressed flowers is on my list for, yeah, so I dug out different fabrics I have. I was putting some of the purples in there. My flowers are going to be abstract. You're being persistent and trying new things. There's all sorts of things that are helping you there, Terry. 194. Oh, the first one, 997. And I use I was gonna write on there. I use muslin or cheap ugly fabric to extend all of my stuff out when I long arm, and then like on your grace frame, because when you start having to move it, you're gonna run out of the space. I started with a 24-inch piece of muslin, and then it slowly kept getting shorter because I quit cutting them off. Yeah, so I had like a 24-inch, and then I put up 3 greens for leaves. I'm still deciding on some of the purple for flowers, but it's like I actually sewed mine on because on a long arm there's a lot of tension. On yours you could pin them. You like that on the wall, June? That's my present from Austin. I'm going to actually have a flower that's got this weird print in it. On an actual long arm, I would sew them, or a good base. But on yours, you can pin them. That way, you can just keep reusing it, because And you know for a fact, as it gets further closer, because you got to bring your work to the machine, not your machine to the work. And then my white background is white. And I'm hoping this, I think this is 2 yards is enough. It's a little over 2 yards. Because if I do any sashing, it's not going to be in white. I'll pick a neutral color. You're going to do Christmas fabrics? Anything you want to put it in. I'm going purples. They do reds and greens. And I did notice they used like 1, 2, 3, 4. Was 4 of the flowers? Yeah, the 4 of flowers was one color. And 4 of the flowers was another main color. And the other 4 flowers was another main color. So you only have to have technically 4 greens. Looking at the greens now. Yeah, 3 greens, 3 reds, 3 pinks, and then the white. Sitting here playing with my card deck of cards. Yes, it's like, I'm still thinking Hunter Star with Christmas fabrics. I just want them done and out of here. And I do have the 3 greens, so that should work. I'm doing a fat quarter, probably buckleberry chintz. Is that for your which project, Denise or Diane? But do we start off with number 1 or do we just randomly pick one? Because right now I have them set up in their 4 sets. Because I figured if I'm going to cut up fabric, just cut up one. So in the first group is Cosmos, Marigolds, Lily of the Valley, and Hyacinth. The pressed flowers. Yeah, because looking at the patterns, I know is the skill level the same on all? Let me see. Is there a skill level? Oh, they better say beginner. And I don't think there's a skill level. I'm not seeing it on the ones. Because they did sugarberry. I think they did different. Nope, the background. Let me see. I bet they did. Hi, Maritza. Nope, the background's all the same. But there is a lighter one. The only background that's different is putting it together. I think I'm going to go just go in order. Haven't checked the pattern pamphlets that close. Well, I keep shuffling them because it's like they've been put off. Yeah, All I did was match up the colors. And then it needed 3 greens, the plaid, the print. Excuse me. Hello, Lorraine. So I think I'm pretty much set. But being as I didn't know how much I really needed of the fat quarter, I have secondary colors. Thank you, Denise. Laura, you're not the reason for the delay. We're waiting for you. Because I would start these. Hi, Randy. Blood sugar down? Say yes, say yes. Oh, I'd like to see it down to more normal. Kathy's doing a test. No, you was up all night. Oh, come on, Randy. That blood pressure up, or that blood sugar up that high is not good. I just seen a commercial. And they say that we need better dental care as part of our blood sugar also. So I said, I'm going to go have all my teeth pulled and then I won't have that problem. There's a test on diabetes. Pre-diabetic. Your blood pressure's dropped too. How in the heck are you supposed to? Are they trying to tell you retire? Because with your blood pressure up and they can't control it and your blood sugar, you can't drive. Can you? I just thought of that. My husband got pulled. They have to be regulated or you don't get to go backy on the roadie. I'm sorry. You're stuck at home, but the truck needs money. Are you having fun at home? Are you feeding the goats? Your flowers are all pink and green. This is the pressed flower one. It was a fat quarter shop. It came out in their box every month. That one was Cosmos. This one's Marigolds. This one is Lily of the Valley. And you got to remember, when you look at these flowers, they're smashed. Just as it says, pressed flowers. Because I have never seen a hyacinth that looks like this. And if I do, I'll be scared. And my delphinium does that. You haven't been to the barn? Anomi, I think is how you pronounce that one. No, I don't want the basket blocks, Kathy. This one here is a smashed bluebell. It don't look like my bluebells. I can't remember what forget-me-nots look like. Because everybody said when I planted them, I'd regret it. I had them 1 year. I didn't take them out. I keep thinking someone's staring at me. This is Forget-Me-Not. And this kind of looks like the pansies. But you got to remember, they're just smashed, pressed. And the rose. And then Love in a Mist. Never heard of that flower. And then I did it twice now. Because they call that Christmas one. My chair won't roll. Because this block's called Love in a Mist. And that block don't look like that block. But this is a flower. This is a block. And then Xenia. Yes, I'm doing purples. Surprise, surprise. I'm doing purples. Purples and these greens. So I might have to say light purple. I might have to put them in pairs because there are some that need like little tiny pink in the middle there. The centers are, now I have them all messed up here. Little tiny pink square, a bigger pink square. And then this one has the pink 2 petals. The pink pinwheel. The pink. This one has the biggest share of the pink. So I'll find a light lavender to put in there. And then the pink. Pink's in the middle there. One color they all have in common is, so far, is the same pink. This pink is just the center square. This one has the biggest amount of pink. And it's a different pink. So 3 of them have a different shade of pink. Did they run out? Or 4? 4. 4 have a different shade of pink. I'm just going to use the same pink on all of them. Or lavender, whichever my color will be. Yeah. So these are the greens, which are Lori Holt's. And these are anybody's out there. A stripey, another print. Some kind of looks like grapes, kind of. This one has polka dots. This one's a floral. This one, I haven't decided yet because this is altogether a different purple. And then this one. And this one here has little bumblebees on top of, I think it's thistleweed. I'm not sure what it is. There's those fairies that spread the seeds everywhere. Oops, I must have pulled the pin loose. I got a wrinkle in my guys. So if I don't put the, see, I lost the bag that these was in. Oh, there it is. Nope. Yep. So put all this back in the project bag. And who knows, I might find another purple. I could change. Us women can change their minds a lot. I know I can. Austin's awake. Austin leaves for his next Christmas, I think tomorrow. It's like, and then I might pick one purple that goes through the whole works. But it's, oh, hi Bernice. Hi Sandra and all in chat. Hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. Love the quilt of grandbabies behind you. Yes, I do too. One's staring at me though. Very hard. It's like he's always got that serious look. And then when I pick him up, I'm okay for a couple minutes and then he'll start crying for mama or daddy. He'd rather be on the floor. So I'm ready for that part of January. That's going to be on the weekend, right, Laura? That'll be a weekend thing. And see what's in it. It says Austin's here somewhere. But projects. What was this one? Oh, that's leftover of Lilacia Love. My next big project is, let's see if I can get it out off the shelf here. Yes. Oh, grabbing gifts? That's tomorrow, right?
No, that's when the rest of them come in. Where's the vacuum?
Vacuum's in my bedroom. Could make a bowl cozy if I remembered where I put my cotton batting. I thought it was right here. But here's my next bundle of fabric I'm going to be using. That's my next project. That leaves a big hole in that tote. A big hole in that tote. I'll have to fill that hole again. On the weekends doing the pressed flowers, B&G work. That's what I asked you. This is the next project. And people don't believe I picked these colors for a quilt for my bed. But I did. Must have been in my dark stage. If I had the winning lottery numbers, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be out traveling, I think. Or I'd be watching them build me a house out of town. Just a little house. Now, Craig needs to go play the lottery more. I guess by what I'm being told, I'm not going to have much of my new raise. But my next quilt will be made with this print bordered by a little bit of this on two sides, bordered by this on two sides, put together. But that's my next colors. And then, of course, I bought white, but my pattern only calls for the white for the setting stones to make it all stand out. And that was that my first quilt I made was in 1972. I only make, where did I get it? The quilt store several years ago. Let's see. This is the quilt. That one right there. That's the one I'm making with that fabric. Yeah, it was a walk-in quilt store 32 miles away, and it was on sale. And I bought this bundle and this bundle because I didn't know if I had enough, so I bought more. And I forget how many yards I have now. And according to the thing, I don't need that much. So I have plenty. I might be able to piece everything that I have left together for a back. I don't know. I have to go over to quiltography, find it. I love this quiltography. My quilts. Go down here. It says I need 2 1/4 yards of this one. 2 1/2 yards of this one. And 2 yards of this one. And then 1 1/4 yards of this one. But it's the stacked effect is what I love about it. And then it has different depths of the lighter color, which that is gray. But this is just a 8 1/2 inch square. These are just 2-inch strips. And then these are the big setting stone squares is what this is. So I have lots of cutting to come up. Got to figure out how many strips I need. Because it's just a me pattern. I have to calculate the need. Then I thought about fussy cutting, but then I go, no, that wastes fabric. When you try to kaleidoscope something. I could try somewhat. There. Washing something. There is a tiny bit of yellow in some of the centers and little dots. But yeah, I have way too much fabric. Because this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4. This has got 2 yards in this one. And this one's bigger. And I only needed to 1/4. So I guess I'll cut this one up first. Continuing pairs for you, Randy. It's going to take a lot of work and dedication to get your sugars and pressure back. Yes, it is. But who would ever think that these colors would be me? The quilt shop didn't. 'Cause I think I got 3 yards to begin with. But it's like, that's my next project. A lot of cutting. Strips and squares. And I'm going to try and write down what I need. And Darlene's got her fabric. She's finishing a project she's working on. Because leftovers are trying to finish UFOs. I got one more. Which backing did I say I needed to do? No, it's a quilt top. I need to put the borders on the Swoon. And I need to order the sashing. Or use what I have here in my cupboard. That's the other thing I was going to look at. So those all go out to the cutting table. Except for the white. And I don't think I have enough of that gray, but I was going to see what this gray would look like. Because I'm done with the elephant. Nah, to me that looks dirty. It's like, I can't convince myself that that's just a cloud, or I just might have to sit the blocks out on it for a while and then decide. And then I got one more in the closet. The sampler blocks from over at Kathy's. I have those blocks to put sashing between. I haven't figured out which sashing I'm going to use yet. It's like, I have 20 of these blocks to put sashing on. And then see what the width is. Sashing's and a little border. Then I say, I own this, use it, right? That's been my saying here lately. You own it, use it. And that's what I might do. I own it, use it. Yes, Terry, I understood that one. I'm trying to set up. These things are so heavy and limp. Trying to set them up to where we could see them. But it's like, of course I pick a purple. Turn off this. Unplug that. Yeah, that's the short one. Put this down here. Set the thread. So I'm going to put. You're still multitasking? Put two different colors for sure up here. I think I could live with it. See if I can get a good color. There. I think I could live with that. Because you don't see enough of it. Then I did think about don't sash it at all. But then they look like they run together. Take you back up there. I asked Craig if I could my fabric and rollers into my sewing room, and he said sure if I don't need room to cut, press, and sew anything. Okay. Mhm. He's so helpful. That's the Swoon 16, the Swoon block. Swoon 16 is because it's 16 inches square. And I had to make 16 of them, but I made 20 of them to make it bigger. You like that little gray in the middle, Cheryl? Because it's just going to be a 2-inch. I just need something to break off. I don't like my blocks the points to go up and touch each other, and then it's like the Swoon blocks is kind of like a stack and whack. It's like I'm pinning this block together. I forgot what I was doing there. You like that sashing too? Okay. I was saving it because Ella wasn't done. Ella's definitely done. I don't need it anymore. I'm pretend sewing these blocks together. Because that was the other thing. Just see if I like them sewed together. I know I've thought about ordering that simple I just don't like. Maybe I can live with it. And then border it. It's like, there's them side by side. I kind of pinned them up for you. Might be able to do that without sashing. There's enough different colors. I know there's a delay in responses. Could just pin them up and start sewing them together. Because it's 4 by 5. There's my math in my head. It don't work. My head. Let alone the math. Lost my pencil. There's my phone. Settings, calculator. 16 by 5. Well, guess I better clear off what's on there previously, right? 16 times 5. That makes it 80 inches wide. It makes 80 inches wide. What is my length? Ooh. 5 times 16. 96. 80 by 96. That's a good size. And then I could put a border. I haven't got that far. I have the backing made. And then I could see how the two pieces come together. Okay. No sashing. See, I changed my mind again already. Just making sure all my points stay. One for sure, if not two, is what I usually do on borders. A little one to stop your eye. Yeah, that makes a nice sized one. Get the UFO out of the closet. It's on just in a thing here, but Austin's out vacuuming his car or pickup or something. Never vacuum grandma's stuff. Wind my thread up some. Just don't put. Is there? I don't think any of the points are the same. I don't think. So I shouldn't have any worries. Just so groups of 4. And then press. And then set my 5 rows out. That'll work. But this one here I call my birthday quilt. This is my first birthday present from Laura. She sent me this Lori Holt Fat Quarter Bundle. Laura's responsible for this, and the pattern also come from Florida. Susan Munger. I like when things will all work out. Where did you get the Swoon 16? Susan Munger had given it to me. Courtney has it right now. because I'm one and done on patterns. That's me, one and done. Susan Munger had gifted it to me long ago, and I was trying to find something for the fat. Oh, that point didn't line up. That did. There, I even pinned that. It's like, don't worry about it. Just go for it. Close enough is good enough. It was still available. Seems like there was two different. It's kind of, it's bigger than a prairie flower. And and it's designed for fat quarters. It's fat. And I was using up a lot of that. Oh, come on, part. I'm going to downsize my bed, I think, to a queen. It's like, stay together right there. If you can't find it, Laura, let me know. Courtney could probably mail it to you because she doesn't plan on using it right this moment. Who knows? We all have big plans and then nothing ever comes from our plans. Maybe that's why I don't like buying patterns. You love your queen size bed? See, I'm trying to plan for the future. I'm not getting any younger. After all, I'm 834 months old. And if I wanted to get a walker or wheelchair in alongside my bed, I couldn't. So I just figure if I go smaller, then I would have room because it's amazing. That's 15 inches more space because I have a king. Okay, I can live with that little. This is the corner that was bugging me, the intersection. I was way off compared to what I am now. I can live with that. So I'm just going to grab them and go. Not even going to take time to figure out an order. Get 4 sewed together, plop it to the next. I'd have to buy new sheets, and my my 2 quilts are kind of big, but one of them I can put on sideways Because when you buy quilts for queen and king size beds, that's what they call it, a queen king. Groceries are done. I better get to quilting, cutting fabric, something. You don't have to, Terry. You have a queen size bed just for you. It's like Sebastian, the king. And technically, I could cut my king size sheets down to fit because I know how. Oh, Sebastian's your pillow? Okay. He's definitely like just plenty big enough for me. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't thinking how old our adjustable bed is. And then you look back through I found the receipt for it, and it's like, we bought it that many years ago? It's like 18, 16, 18. Yeah, he keeps your rib cage warm, huh? Tuffy was my lower back. He hated when I turned over. He wanted that lower back. Okay, flip that fabric back over there. Trying to be more precise on these matching up. Because I can. Because I should have turned that one the other way. But I love a king. Plenty of room for me and the fur kids. Though only 3 sleep with you. Yes? And how's your quilting coming along, Diane? Get that fabric laid a little bit straighter. How's everybody's quilting coming along? We know Terry's progress. She's playing with that little for her because she does more wall hangings or art. And she did just do the Stellar Magic. I'm doing some, so that's a good thing. Okay. She's doing Stellar Magic that's behind the kids on the wall. But she mix matched her pieces to get back together. And a whole different look. A whole different look. Okay, next. And then this group of 4 will go wait for the other 4 sets. I put my pin in the points, slid it through, and then I turn it. I'm putting the binding on a log cabin quilt I made for my girlfriend. Oh, good job. I don't have any binding that needs put on yet. The finished quilt's is in Kansas still. Oh, you're gifting it to the friend in the nursing home? That's sweet of you, Terry. My friends aren't, the friends I have now are on here. It's like all my quilting friends are in nursing homes. And the one's still doing some quilting. The other one is, she can't see, but she's a minimalist. And if I gifted her one, she'd just give it away. So it's just one of those things that you just kind of, what do you do with it? Can't gift them anything. They're just not into it. That won't work that much in there. Okay, gonna get two ready. So is that where you can do a practice hunter star? Then you wouldn't need the browns so much. See, I did fix one quilt for the one gal in the nursing home. The one that can't see last night, she was still at home. You have two tops already made? Okay. I might have a top or two. Carefully, don't pull that pin out yet. I leave the pin tilted until I get to that point. And then carefully stop. Just like it's pinned right now. I'll get a little closer. I just take part of the pin out so it doesn't pull on it. When it gets near the feed dog like grabbing it. And that's when you slip it out of there. Get these lined up. So to the end. This background fabric on this is more like a shirting. And shirting is thinner. Not a real fan of it. So I'm back to either white on white or gray on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gifted the neighbor a Christmas quilt last year, and on Christmas Eve saw it in terrible condition covering a grill. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Diane. Yeah. Ouch. I sat too long. Sat too long. I'll hang it up here. I'll slowly cover up the grandkids. There's strip number 1. Yeah. I would be very upset. I probably would have pulled it off of the barbecue grill and took it home and washed it and not give it back to her. We lost Cade, Coda, and Alan up there on the wall. Knocked 3 out in one swipe. Do her like I did my kids growing up. They left something out. I took it and hid it, and then see how many days it took them to notice it was even missing. And then they had so many chores they had to do for me in the meantime to get it back. I had one kid say, I don't want it anyway. I just watched some old reel. It's on Facebook someplace. I couldn't find it again if I had to. It's of several years back. The reason their kids don't get Christmas, they took the newest game system box and put in a PlayStation in inside the box. And the kid, when he opened up the box and he seen it was just a PlayStation, he threw it across the room. And I go, this is why my kid's family doesn't have Christmas anymore. Bernice, have a blessed night all and Happy New Year. Bye, Bernice. Thank you for stopping by. I hear my vacuum going back into the room. And next week I said I would come on because Kathy's gone on Monday. And then I can start Tuesday whenever I want. But I'm going to be on early again. So Gisela can join us.
So what the heck do you want for dinner?
I was just thinking of another breakfast. French toast. I got bread out in the freezer. Just pick one of the two meats. Nothing big, heavy. Okay.
So let's just do sausage.
Well, then go get a couple sausage out. And then grab that bread out of there. It's just regular bread. We're having breakfast for dinner tonight. I tried to either ask directly or observe the things that people want to give and like interested. That helps me decide what to give. Our taste, needs, and our wants aren't all the same. Nope, they aren't. They are not. The next group of two, like I said, I'm just grabbing them down off of the totem pole here because they are basically 19 different arrangements, but I'm looking at the back going, ew, I need to press better. They've been sitting up too long. I'm trying to remember even when I started sewing them together. It's after my birthday last year. I know that. It's before I started using a little more starch. Yeah, we're just having sausage, French toast. And I don't need fancy bread. You can take any old slice of bread, dip it in that egg and cinnamon, and I don't need more than that. I'm simple and a cheapskate. Okay. Thank you, Austin. They all like my gift from you.
Say what?
They all like the gift from you. But their eyeballs are staring at me.
It's the what?
it's and it's home raised pigs, so the sausage is really good. My son raised the pigs. Somebody has to raise them out there. I just started giving cash about 5 years ago. Much easier. Yes, it is. Yeah, I did that when I never seen the clothes I bought the kids. They would say they needed this or that. Well, what I bought them, they did ever wore. It's easy to gift Emily when she was little. She always had to have one shirt that had a heart on it. That because that heart said it meant she loved everybody. But she only had to have one. And when that one would wear out, then she would get another one. She was the little simple one. Michaela didn't care. Austin didn't care. But it's like it. We bought winter coats. We bought snow boots. There's different times, different things. Depended what their need was. I'm not a toy buyer. But I did buy the games. There's a difference between the games. They have to follow instructions. But I need to go out see Nora. Okay, next one. Do, 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 do. It's like pin these intersections. That point. Slide them together. My pins are getting all bent up from poking in that cardboard up there. I will, Laura. She's got her plans made for when she graduates. She said when she's here for Thanksgiving, as soon as she graduates, she's getting a job in Seattle. And she will come home on weekends. That's her plan. She says these little ones are growing up too fast. not to spend time with them. Yeah, she got here at midnight last night. I asked them to send me a links to exactly what they want of clothing. Yeah. It's like Douglas needed fire resistant pants because he goes into the refinery. What?
Inside that. Your shirt inside the thing.
Inside what?
Inside the basket in front of the.
My dirty clothes hamper? No, that's a clean shirt. That's mine. Just sit it aside. Yeah. It's clean. It just fell off that's my dressing rack. I used my side of my dirty clothes. I changed my mind on what I was wearing. Like we've never changed our mind. Austin. Sandra. Laura says, hi, Austin.
Hi.
Laura. It's like you hiccuped.
Yeah. Hi, Laura. Hi, everybody. I'm just putting away dishes.
Okay. He's emptying my dishwasher. They're killing time. I heard the washing machine running. And June says, hi, Austin and Wendy. But I had a nice visit with my granddaughter, Michaela, from Alaska. So yesterday I got to see all the granddaughters. And half the great. So half the 6-pack I got to see and half the greats I got to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch. Don't poke the pin in my finger. Aspen's going to keep peeking out at us. And Alani. I just covered up Larry. There. This way you guys can see this one as you go. You have an awesome grandson. Yes, she was playing with her glider, and then she got all teary-eyed. Because it's always hard to come home for visits. I remember back in the military days. Yep, she fed him. And she goes, he's getting a little chubby, Grandma. But she says, I put him in the right place. I know I did. And I says, well, I'm not going to chase him around his cage for exercise. But she says it just means he's eating well. And heck, I thought I was skimpy. She overfed compared to what I feed him. So it's just one of those. Just go for it. Do I have enough eggs in the carton, Austin? That was the other thing we have to check. Not that I want to buy an egg. And I don't know. I asked her, and they have no intention coming back yet. They're enjoying it up there, which is fine. That's what they want to do. That's what they do. But he played with Ace for a while too. So they both got their Ace time in. I'm going to put a pin over there, being I'm flipping that seam. I pressed them all to where they all line up the same exact way.
Because I can't get the bottom of the washing machine. And I want my tippy toes.
Yep. They love it up there. He says they can get on a 4-wheeler and drive across the tundra and go to the next town. I guess it's quite a trip, but they could do it. I told them to make a new YouTube video of that town up there. I says, needs updated. And they did try Eskimo ice cream. They says it tastes fuzzy because it's made with seal oil or something. I forget what fish. There's some sort of an oil in it. Sounds like nothing I'd want to eat in my ice cream, but.
Your towel in here, do you want that washed too? Oh.
This way. So every other row has to be flipped. I could take the time to press them, but I can pin them and press them later. Trying to keep all my points. That's why I'm doing all this extra pinning. They make it custom, but they tried it. And one of the gals up there, she says the color of the clothes Michaela wears is inspiring her to use other colors in her crafts, which I thought was kind of cute. It's nice to be an inspiration for something, right? Because they're not used to blonde hair up there, too. And Michaela's a blonde. Blonde with blue eyes. But they won't even make things and sell it to them. Their culture stays within their culture. She says they will gift to them once they get to know them better. But like I said, as long as you enjoy it, then continue. And I already have, ACE plans made for in May. Just have to have somebody feed ACE. And I can have most of it, but the freezer stuff, that's the easiest stuff to get ready. Open the freezer. Frozen blueberries and his vegetable fruit smoothie. That's what they are. Oops, I didn't put a pin in this one. I missed one of my points here. That would not be good. Be sewn along and miss a line of point because I was daydreaming. But I can tell you I got a lot of pressing to do on the back of these. They've been sitting in it and going in and out of that tote project bag too long. Get to the point. Take out the pin. See, it's almost 2. I've been on, I don't know. It doesn't tell me up here. Oh, 2 hours. I goes at 2 o'clock. 2:33. What's everybody's plans for next week? Everybody gonna go out and party? May is Melinda's wedding. May is Melinda's wedding. 1, 2, 3. You got to work all next week? You don't get the extra time off, Laura, for partying? Sounds good anyway. Okay, that one. Which way did I sit that one? That one goes this way. To put a pin up there. And this one, same thing. This one goes to the back. Only New Year's Day? You and Craig going out some big party? Yeah. Yeah. I'll remind everybody again in Home Alone again, just like Christmas. Yeah. June sewing. Okay, I just had to climb the ladder again. No way. Uh-oh, you nailed her up there. It's like, you're going to make sure that thing stays up there. Well, it makes me not even want to try to get Ella to stay up on the wall. Okay. Party. That's still a party. You're with your family. That's the important part anymore. Cleaning a couple days after having company Saturday. That works, Terry. Sharpies come in all different colors. We can make them whatever color we want to hide it. I thought, how in the heck is Austin moving when he's not? It's like, because he's in the kitchen. These rows aren't taking too long to get sewed together. Yeah, I bet it does, Terry. Finagling. Oops, gosh dang it. I forgot another point. That's where I said don't overdo and then you overdo. Oh, that's because that's what we do. We do what we have to do to get things done. And then unfortunately we pay for it later. I put a tangled on the bed and decided I needed another. Okay. Now that's a Christmas one, isn't it, Laura? Or is it not? I can't remember. There's so many things. I would have fallen where I ironed. I was afraid it would fall when I was, yeah. I have the small ironing station here. But it's like, we got to watch out for each other. Like I told you, take it easy. Don't overdo. You're so thrilled on every little step that you're getting to going. And it just pushes you to go to the next. Like mine. My marathon of finishing all these quilt tops. That's number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two. Yep. Grab 2 pins. Your dinner's left over. I have no leftovers. I didn't bring any turkey home because it didn't agree with me the first time. Move Delaney's wagon. I'm going downhill. I'm going by that thing up there. Bye, girls. See you later. It's like, I have to come in here and pet them. It's like when I start the other way. I'd want the job of being the petter to get the nap to go the right way. I'm trying to line them up the same, but I'm heading downhill, so. I'll move that one up a little. I'm liking it without the sashing. What's everybody else think? Without the sashing, I think was the right move. where the heck? It's like you see these different colors come across, and then you go, where the heck is that? Like it, like this. It is beautiful. Yeah, that's how it's going to look. I just said done. And then my backing might be done. You agreed? Austin will take it no matter what. If it was ugly, Austin would still take it. Austin and Melinda are the fighters of the quilts. Austin says he wins. I do like it without the sashing now that you have it. Yeah, I do too. I'm liking it. Is anybody getting snow today? That's a bad word to say, but I know California shouldn't be. See, I don't know what everybody's weathers are like. Florida better not be. Even though Laura, when she had to go up for that, I think it was a wedding when she had to go play in the snow. She didn't like it. And she didn't take her heated blanket with her. I think I'd travel with my heated blanket everywhere if I had one. Lots of rain and chilly. What's your chili? 65? I got the backing piece for this quilt. So tomorrow is layering and pinning. No, I'm not making a wedding quilt. My kids would be collectors of quilts if I did that. Casey's on his third marriage. Ronnie's on her second. And 56. Whoa, that's cold for you. Heck, I was actually comfortable going outside yesterday at 45. I went out for a little bit. I didn't go to the mailbox because there was no mail. Pin, pin, pin the 3 points. That's the main thing. I'm windy and 46. Windy, windy, whatever. It's very breezy. How about that? Oops, dropped a pin. I missed the magnetic pin cushion. That's a talent all in its own. I was trying to think what I was going to have for breakfast, lunch, whatever. Just don't, figured out there's nothing to snack on. Okay. 1, 2, pull. Austin got a electric heat blanket of some sort. I don't know if it's just the lap color kind of one, but I know he got one. Okay, that stays that way. Some of these combinations, like this one here, I called it Neapolitan with the brown and the pinks. Okay, it goes this way. It's 42 now, feels like 35, but the humidity is 85. I don't know what our humidity is. I never look. These go innies and those are outies. I heard Ace making his noise. You prefer the heated mattress pad? I prefer heated something. I was cold one night and I grabbed my jelly roll race that you quilted, folded it in half, and that's on top of me. Because if I'm cold, I can't sleep. Yeah. It's been a while since a warm body, but Coda wasn't very warm. He was all over that bed. Until this no. I didn't hear him snore, and I was just a short hallway away. Or did you have your fingers on his nose all night long? But I mean, my husband until the CPAP machine. There, get him a CPAP machine. My husband quit snoring with the CPAP. But then I couldn't stand the cold air the CPAP was putting out. Well, he was on his best behavior when I was in Florida. Kept his snoring down to a purr. Before my husband got his CPAP machine, that thing that opens the nose, that never worked on my husband. The raising his head on the bed helped a lot. I kept punching him and telling him to roll over. Well, as long as you don't bruise his rib cage. I slept as well in Florida as I do here. Up half the night. These big old blocks don't take long to sew them together. Okay, that one I could. My ex said I was lying when I said his snoring was the reason I was tired all day. So I recorded it for 45 minutes and left it on the table for him to listen to in the morning. I did that. But I did worse. I used a video camera and I even put the bright lights in his face. We was proving two things. He can sleep through anything. I could move furniture. He'd sleep right through it all. My husband was like a log, a very noisy log. Oh, bad dreams. That would work. But I moved furniture all through the bedroom. I vacuumed all around. Moved dressers. He slept through it all. He slept through me rearranging the living room furniture, vacuumed everything. Come out in the morning, sat down to put on his boots, sat on the floor. He never tried sitting on a chair again after that. He used the side of the bathtub because he said, "You can't move the bathtub." Terry, I like those. I like those stories because my ex can't say anything because he's not an ex, but it's like, you can't tell stories. He might have talked to my mom and dad when he got up to heaven and said, "Did you raise her that way?" But yeah, if you know those video cameras, that how bad they are, the ones that hold the big VHS tapes, they had quite the shining light. It actually got warm in front of that light because I used it once to warm my fingers. Went out and recorded Christmas lights, or was going to record Christmas lights. My fingers froze. So I used the light. It was in the bag, but it sure runs the battery down fast. Forgot to do one more corner or point. I don't know why I call them corners. Austin's hungry. He's going out to the freezer again. Mine stood up on the bed and karate kicked me when I came to bed. He thought I was an intruder. Needless to say, I slept on the couch a lot. I did. No, I would have swore that there was a dead log in my bed. He slept that sound. But that dead log had something in the stump. Because it was sure a noisy thing. All the grandsons would always, they couldn't believe how sound he slept. And then, but if you, what are you having for lunch?
Burrito.
What kind of burrito?
Beef and beans.
And those little 8-packs or whatever they are. You got extra?
Yeah, you want one?
Microwave just one for me. He has a beef and bean burrito. Got 4 more done already? Hi, Nancy. You just got home from Terry's treatment? Yeah, we're having a very late lunch because it's 3. And yes, Terry asked the thing too. I'm going to run out of wall. Oh no. The 5th one won't fit up here. I got to build a wall. And then I got to tilt this if I want them to stay lining up. It's definitely going downhill. Austin just ran microwave. I was going to say, now watch me not have. So, Terry, sorry for that. I don't really mean this, but you should have not. I like that response there, Denise. But is that the marriage? Hi, L. Arnold. The colors look great together. Thank you. It's a Lori Holt Calico collection. Phew, took me a while to remember what it was called. Is the colors, and the background is actually this little white with gray. You tried for almost 24 years. At least you can say you tried. That's more than some can say. All of a sudden, there's a cold streak come through. All Austin did was probably open the freezer. Strings everywhere. But it's like one last row, one last grouping of 4.
You want ketchup, right?
Yep. Yes, you're right. And I don't think there's anything really to change. Because I don't think it would make any difference because I think I would be even more lost. It's like that's got the purple, a purple. I could flip those 2 around. That way I'd take that purple from that purple. But if you go this, and this, because that green, because it's each color is used in 3 spots. So like purple, green, green. Grandson is gone home now. Sewing work table is all cleaned up, ready for tomorrow. Gonna go for tonight. Bye, Cheryl. Glad you came over. Pins in the 3 right spots. Something smells hot and spicy or out there. Thank you, Nancy. That was a free pattern. I'm not, it's kind of like a stack and whack, kind of, because all the pieces are cut the same. You just flip the pattern, stack and sew them back together. But unfortunately, I didn't. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday again, Cheryl. Happy 800 and whatever. See, I already forgot how many months it was. Okay. That's good, June. But I like how Cheryl come on here all prepared with her months. I think a lot of us are in the 800. Laura's not in it. I don't think. I think you have to be 67 and 1 month, I think, to be in the 800 month group. June's getting closer to the 900 months. 816. Yeah. So you have to be just over 66. It was just a fun thing I found. I wonder if Google could even figure that out really fast. But it's like it can't tell you. I'm per Google, but who is counting? It's like, but I put 816 months. I'd probably have to put it a different direction for it because it didn't get that one. 816 months is 2 years. Is exactly 68 years. You have to, depends how you word it. Hi, Rowena. That's called Swoon 16 is the pattern, and that's the 16 blocks. But I made 4 extra because I wanted it a little bit bigger, and it's going to be 80 by 96. I don't like square quilts. That Edge tractor gives you everything. Seconds, minutes, days. Yep, that's what. I made the blocks. I just haven't put it together, and that's my goal in my life as I get to the older I get. Everybody's gonna go see how many months old they are. I have too many quilts in the works that need to be finished, and that's what it's finished. The UFOs. This is a UFO that's been sitting in this beautiful project bag, but the project bag needs to be emptied. This was a Shabby Fabrics project bag. You got two, and they're getting out of the project bag. Project bag's been collecting dust. I still had leftover Lori Holt. See, that one went to the outside. Boy, I have these all pressed wrong. Oh, Lana's just a mere 749 months old. I don't know why it says that either. See, I was trying to remember that one, but that wasn't working very well for me. Look back on a memory with Laura Austin. It's like, oh, when Emily was playing with the fabrics you sent. I got the picture of Alani rolling the batiks. I forget what she was calling them. Yeah, I went with the months because it made it sound a little better. Uh, no, you're not that bad, Nancy. Hi, Lori Clark. You came over to the mad world of how many months old we are. Because I'm exactly that year and a half. You'll be old in a few weeks. I know. That's what it seems like anyway. Because mine's 834. Yeah. Last Saturday, I was, and 6 months. The years and 6 months. Just don't like the. I set everything down here on my ironing cord. Looks like a phone number. What is the area code, Nancy? Oh, that's right. I got quite a few seams I'm going to be unclipping and resewing. I just got to the point that I just made the blocks. There's a lot of pressing. $733 for you, Lori. Okay. You're only 101 behind me. That really makes me sound old now. Hi, Judy Plaster. 847 months. Well, you're a little older than I am. Some of the things that this all started 6 months ago when I didn't want to age. And Judy's 2 months younger. Yeah, we have some of the weirdest issues as far as YouTube goes. Because Terry's asking Lana if she can see her because she couldn't see her on other places. You're eating turkey leftovers? I left all those leftovers out there. Definitely not a fan of turkey leftovers. And I think it's weird how my son, he has the same issues with the turkey. You're going to, okay, Terry. Oh, I put this one on a, there's 2 ways you can put this on. Get up closer. Make sure that little flap of material stays over there. Yeah, we're all old. I only have 6 months to go, and then I don't have to use the months to go after that. Just as I turn 840 months old.
do it.
But I'm going to press these 4 rows. Don't faint. You cooked ham, English pea casserole, sweet potato stuffing, and a breakfast casserole? Are you trying to get on somebody's good list? That's a lot of cooking. And you even had to work. But what is English pea casserole now? If it wasn't for Google, what would we do? Because I can look it up rather than...
Well, are you done yet?
No? English pea casserole. With water chestnuts or boiled eggs? That's what it tells me. Old fashioned? With canned peas or fresh peas? Can't you just go to just the casserole, the recipe? You gotta keep giving you pictures and pictures and pictures. 6 ingredients, 35 minutes. It consists of, let's see if same ingredients. Cream of mushroom soup, cream of celery soup, hard-boiled eggs, English peas, and cheese. Canned English peas, bacon, onion, and white sauce baked in the oven. What kind of white sauce do you use? They say use soup, cream of soups. I made something with homemade white sauce. I'm just going to get to 780 months old, then I'm stopping aging. That doesn't work that way, Nancy. I wish. I haven't even went out and got my mail to find out what my increase is. Flour, okay. See, I have better luck having the cream soups on board because I don't buy milk very often. See, it's funny to have my living room TV on. Normally, it's the bedroom TV still going. This fat quarter bundle, which I reminded every now and then, to get my 17-inch piece, I had to use the salvage on a couple of them. Oh, is that... No. Oh, you want something else built? How many hints did you have to give him to get for that? Or did he come up on it on his own? I would have had to start hinting the day we got married. Then I still wouldn't have got anything. When we bought this place, he came up with it on his own. Oh, one machine. But we had a chicken coop on this place. And when we went to tear down the chicken coop, was going through it, and somebody collected old used nails. We picked out like a 5-gallon bucket of used nails. Yeah, I probably was, Nancy. My father-in-law had to have that 5-gallon bucket of nails so he could straighten them out. So when it came for his birthday, was the next holiday, we bought him pounds of nails in different sizes that we knew he would use and give them to him for his birthday. But it's just, Nancy, it is amazing that the men have so many things in common: hearing, snoring, and they can hear anything as long as it's related to a couple things, and that's it. And food and money are the two things they hear the most. But mine couldn't balance a checkbook. He was one of those. No, mine didn't hear anything unless it was what he wanted. There was no hearing. I would have swore he was deaf after we got married.
I think I'm gonna take a bath. You need to go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna be ending here as soon as I hang this one up. So you can either wait or take the shortest bath in the world.
I'm gonna have to wait.
Did you choose the table he used? I like that one, Terry. Well, on those featherweight tables, I probably have seen them before. It's just I thought they was just old rickety card tables, because that's what they look like. If there's a table, if I can find the one, I want to cut into it and make a puzzle table, because you have to cut the top off so you can pick it up and then make the box below. Did you give Craig an idea of the table you wanted, or did he do this all on his own? He used a solid core door for the base of the table. He made all the decision as far as paint color, rounded edges, and those hefty legs. Those are some hefty legs on that girl. I'll pin it up here the best I can. There's a wall in my way. There. I said the best I can. even actually pinned it in the sheetrock. See, this one's falling down now. Farmhouse table. Yeah, those are. Did he buy the legs already lathed out, or does he have a lathe also? A farmhouse in Florida. And there's all the blocks. So I'm going to press them all off camera. And I'll see you guys all on Monday. He did an awesome job. Hi, Rose. Love the blocks. That's Lori Holt Calicos. Oh, he bought the legs. And some shirting for the background and Swoon 16 pattern. Laura Austin, did you find the Swoon 16 pattern out there? I have a tabletop in the back. We took the time to glue, stain, edge that I got to bring in to put here. He has the equipment to turn the legs, but he was running out of time. Yes. Okay. Because after it's up here on the wall, I really do like it. And that's fat quarters. 16 fat quarters makes 16 blocks. 20 fat quarters makes 20 blocks. Something for my mouth. But it's like, I want to thank you all for coming over. And I'll change it from me to what it is. Because I was just trying to get back on, being as I got kicked out disconnected the first time. I lost internet. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Just look for me. I'm not sure what time Monday morning. I have no kids. But I want to get on early. So Gisela can join us before it's bedtime. But I'll see you guys on Monday or someplace else. Bye, everybody.